Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day, but now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity. Taking over your body, it's flowing through your mind. This feeling's got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love.
Alright, and welcome to Division Gaming Network's coverage of Disney Pacific ES ODC. I do believe this game is going to be brought to you by Karas, my man.
I hope it's brought. I hope it's brought by the. I mean, I could be an imposter. There's no way for Cam to ensure my authenticity amongst all my 1 billion other Chinese brethren.
So what are your thoughts on this?
You just ignored me!
I know, right?
That's very rude. My thoughts on this, it's a shame that these two teams actually have to face off so early. The team that will lose will actually be knocked out. We are in the lower bracket. I mean, obviously, not Legacy, but Leg IC. It's a bit of a mixed team. Only Moku and Ofnu from the Legacy team itself, but otherwise they get Raz, Scotty B or Boomster, as well as the one and only Official Sniper, so...
I mean, obviously, at Official Sniper, we will have to call him at Official Sniper the entire game, due to that being his tag.
Yeah, we are nothing but pedantic about tags.
I mean, who do you reckon is going to take this? I personally think Control have a very good chance.
it boils down to who steps up on which team. Nickers and Crazy Killer or Buster always have a massive game on Cache. I don't think I've seen them have a non-massive game on Cache. I think at one time they both 30 bombed, and I think Nickers actually 40 bombed to actually win Cache. So they're both capable of big performances on this map. In terms of Leg IC, I'm not sure how much Boomster has played. I'm not sure how much Sniper has played after he's gone into coach role. And I'm not sure, I think Raz is still an active player, so it's really up to Ofnu and Moku really to step up. But Moku, an aggressive player, he's got to have someone backing him up. Ofnu, always a great all-rounder, so it boils down, I think, how Moku and Ofnu performs for Leg IC, and it boils down to how well Nikez and Crazy Killer or Buster to perform for Control.VP.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Infernum versus Control.VP in the CGI, and they, of course, played Cache as the first map, and Control.VP taking that off of Infernum. Clearly, they do know how to play this map.
Oh my god, Crazy Killer's in!
For some reason, we can't hear Razcar.
Maybe just disable voice, voice chat. That's probably easier. He's probably insulting people with his New Zealand accent. As Jay-Z gets the first kill on towards the Boomser.
Right, I'm going to go grab something. I will leave you with the shankety shank and the game.
So both my fellow co-casters, so Hectic and the Watchdog, have opted to eat. I had an amazing breakfast or brunch, so to speak, courtesy of my amazing girlfriend. It was probably the best teriyaki chicken that the world could probably get to me at this stage. Willie Chaos, the big fragger of the previous game, has said that Jay-Z will become the top fragger of this game, but we'll find out as Control.VP did win the CT side. They are going toward... sorry, they won the knife round. No, Control.VP won the knife and decided to go T. I'm fairly sure as... Well, I can't really tell.
Sorry, Cache is a map where we see this quite a lot.
No, as in they opted to go T side.
Oh.
Which is rare. Yeah, I've seen it done before, it's rare. So they must be very confident on their T side hold. As we are, I think, Lego IC playing very aggressive towards A main, but nothing spotted towards Squeak as Sar. Boomster is actually spotting across and should find Sar quite easily. Now Sar's just going to fall back as the rest of the terrorists ready to bust out of Squeaky. The bomb is there. We have Nikez playing the lurk position. Sar slowly trying to push in. Razcar racing away towards A side, like a car normally does, as they bust out now. But Razcar opening up with 2 big kills. He's also going to try and spray down for more. Unable to find Boomser joins in the action, or Scotty Boomser, should I say, as Razcar gets the 3rd. And poor Nikez is the last man left standing on 70 HP. Has to try to do something. Comes out towards mid. Spamming down, gets 1. Instantly digs Sniper as well. Sniper wants some action. But Sniper's low, so is Nikez. Nikez down to 4 HP. The bomb's still down on A site. 37 seconds left on the time. He's going to come across, find Sniper, and shoots him in the buttocks, so to speak. But has to walk into a crossfire of the counter terraces. Razcar, he's going to come across. He's going for the 4 kill. He's not going to find it just as of yet, but Ofnu will be able to clean up towards the end. So a nice tidy up from the rest of Leg IC. And thankfully it is, or should I say, thankfully we actually got Break in the chat. And maybe we'll see some good fights between Willie Chaos and Break, so stay tuned. I mean, we've got CG drama, we've got Twitch drama, and now we've got a great match going on as well. So we're inundated with information so far on this great Saturday.
If we could only get some Twitter drama in here, the Oz CS scene would be complete for the weekend.
I'll Twitter and say that you have a massive forehead, Troy. How does that sound?
Oh, there we go. That's the Twitter drama started.
Well, the Twitter drama did start with Pixel releasing the information about Ferox.
Oh, no, actually, yep, fair. We've got all
The
of our bases
biggest
covered this
dramas
weekend.
to happen.
I thought you guys were eating.
Well, we eat quickly
We
sometimes.
eat and watch, fam.
Yeah.
We can't miss CS.
You're eating watch? That is disgusting.
Of course.
That-
I mean, why wouldn't I
No,
fly
no.
to Adelaide within
We
a
don't
couple of
need that
minutes
Oz
and-
CS drama just yet, boys.
Well, Scotty has managed to make his way. Scotty
In
Boots has
other
managed to
news,
make his way.
Hectic does eat
Ooh,
Watchdog.
That sounds very kinky as Boomster gets the triple, is taken out by Genesis towards the end. Genesis is cleaned up by Razcar, though he is tagged quite low. Sar did get the 1 dig on towards the counter terrace. I'm not sure what position it was. He is the last man that's standing coming up towards Highway. But yeah, it's been a great day. We've got some good CS, some good upsets. Winterwolves actually knocking Leg IC towards the lower brackets. The Twitter drama, as mentioned, Pixel coming out saying Ferox is not sponsoring, and Ferox coming out with with the RKO out of nowhere, effectively just laying the information thick on towards CG. And Science able to pick up Apox. So I'm just intermixing stories of Saturday alongside with some good Counter-Strike action is coming up towards Catwalk, making more noise than an elephant should. Sniper, nice flash, but that flash is not good enough. Beautiful counter flash. Beautiful flashes, wow, through the smoke. Sar picks off Sniper, but Razkar is able to get the trade even on 12 HP. If Sar clutched that, that would have been amazing. But, oh my goodness. In the end, Legacy do manage to get the win towards the end. Sar trying his best. Able to get 3 kills in that round, but unfortunately I know we get the 4 towards Raz, who managed to stay alive. Dude, Razkar is one of the most amazing things I could say. It just sounds excellent. It just comes off the tongue nicely. Linguistically, it feels like a bit of a challenge as Scotty Booms are going big once again, getting the first initial frag. And he's going to come down. He's still not spotted out. I'm not sure. There are quite stars. He's running towards Buster, and Buster's going to win the knife fight between the veterans. And Moku is going to get the kill towards the end. Genesis is the last round they're standing, and is going to be eliminated by Moku, as there's a bit of a giggle between.
I gotta admit, I do love seeing that in even like ODCs where you're competing against each other and but you know, everyone can have a bit of fun every now and then.
And the knives whipped out. We are finally into the buy round, so Control.VP going to look for some control in this map, so to speak, try to put their emphasis or put their number on the scoreboard. Well, I think they're going to just play their passive. 1 towards Squeaky, 1 A main. Scotty Boomser just pushing straight in towards A main. He's going to be boosting up Razkar as they race towards a decent position on A site. Sniper just going to be busting out. Oh, crazy killer spotting out Scotty. And unfortunately, Scotty Boomser are going to be taken down quite easily, unfortunately. As Crazy Killer is thinking about pushing in, it is only Razkar on the A site by himself. Sniper is not sure where he looked towards sandbags. There's not going to be a sneaky terrorist coming out of nowhere. He does have support from Moku within Vent. There is 2 boosted up. That's going to be Sar and JZ. Now, they both have AKs, as they are slowly thinking about peeking out of mid. They find Sniper, easy headshot towards him. JZ going huge with a double AK headshot. Razkar, though, boosted up, able to get Nicky, is now dropping on top of Buster. Like a drop bear, even though he's Kiwi, is going to actually get the frag. He's blinded, but he's still alive behind the smoke. Nice flash, but JZ with the triple so far. 3 headshots, just strolling in. Looks like Willie Kies, the predictions on point.
Sar going down to himself there, burning himself to death, not wanting to hang around and see how the rest of this round turns out as.
Yeah, just roasting himself, I guess, as Afternoon coming in. And channeling the spirit of the A-site retake. It is a 1-on-1. JZ looking through him at the X-ray, but Afternoon just too sharp. I guess that international experience and...
I mean, that is why we did see
We see
that happen.
as in Legacy. We saw
Legacy.
That was in tune on my side, but I'm not sure with client delay if we could get that happening in a more in sync. Okay, let's not go there.
I mean, I do think it's time that OzCS needs a really good boy band to help cheer on the team. So
I'm more than willing to shave my legs and dress up in a dress and grow my hair longer. Yeah, so you've got your front lead
singer, of course, of course.
I am more than happy to create fundraisers. As Legacy, they are 4-0. Control.VP, they have forced up once again, except for Saab. Not sure why he's only got the Glock. Why does he only... Oh no, because he killed himself, that's why.
Yeah,
I'm trying to wonder,
money.
why does he have no money? And then I realized he mollied himself. Now, Sniper, he's done a better job getting 1, but JZ just so shoved towards mid, just coming out, getting another kill. Scotty Booms, they're coming up towards the door, just going to be cheekily closing it off, not allowing Crazy Killer out as the door opens inwards this time. Genesis getting a pick towards B side. He's going to take down Moku, who is into feet, apparently. Great to see that their fetishes are announced for the entire world to see as the rotation is coming out towards B side. But Genesis, wow, Genesis running AK headshot. Afternoon does well to respond, but the bomb coming towards A site. It is a 1-on-3. Afternoon does not know it's an A site plant until about now. Or does he know? Okay, he knows now after about 5 seconds. And now pushing towards A side, but I don't think he's going to actually actively go for it. I mean, they're up 4-0. Why not? They don't have cash, so he actually better not go for it. But I think he's thinking brave. I mean, he's like, oh, you know, I've done it once before. What's to do for the second time? Does see a grenade coming out of A main. Jay-Z does a nice chunk of damage. That plant is very open, very nice for him to do some work with. Does manage to take down Jay-Z. Checking quad, but there's no one there. As Sai now coming in from the other side. Offnu on the defuse, but he has no kit as Crazy Killer is too crazy and unstoppable and takes him out with a nice headshot. So Control.VP putting their first round, on the map scoreboard. This Twitch chat is great. I've been missing out a lot of it, but it's great. I wish I could just read Twitch chat. I mean,
oh, indeed, just
getting
sit
some
here
good
and just
discussion.
have a live streamed Oz CS:GO Twitch chat or talk show. It'd be great.
We should just create a Twitch show on just Oz CS:GO, not Oz, Oceanic. We've got to be inclusive.
Oh yeah,
I'll be triggering certain people. As the rest of the Lego see the nice pop flash, and it doesn't find anything as Crazy Killer was able to dodge in with the Mac 10. The Crazy Killer strikes.
Spots out ahead on highway there, and Nick is able to get it. Almost, actually. Doing a lot of damage there, but not actually getting the frag. Taking down Scotty to 48 HP. Offnu taken out by Jay-Z, while Crazy Killer collects another onto Scotty.
Nikez also picking up Razcar, so the race car unfortunately not going anywhere anymore. Very, very tragic, very sad story. It's up to @official sniper to do the heavy lifting. May try to get a couple of guns and see if he can save. And he's spot out Nikez, unable to land the shots unfortunately. It will, unfortunately, their economy is also quite poor because they did force up. They are forced onto a full eco, so Control.VP looking to strike back. Wouldn't be surprised to see either an A or B stack. I guess I should be casting a little bit more seriously towards these rounds as the action is going to be heating up as both teams are starting to warm and get themselves fired up. So, actually, I see more than happy just to play default, but Sniper actually just pushing straight through is going to be found out with the A4. Raz, I just realized Sai actually has the A4. Raz has managed to push his way into Squeaky, but Crazy Killer just opting to hold the line, just waiting very safe and sound. Genesis and Toxic, thinking of trying to find any counter-terrors, is unable to do so. And Razcar still hasn't been spotted, but he is going to be spotted out now as Crazy Killer is going to take him out with the Mac 10 at close range. The rest of Control.VP now stacking towards the B side. I think Scotty Boomser did manage to tag Nikez down quite low, he's down to 15 HP, and we see the counter-terrorist actually coming, actively hunting for the gun. And Sai is going to be found out, but he does manage to swing around just in time. Offnu trying to spam through, but he's actually spammed down quite low. Down to 61, coming up towards heaven. His location is known as the rest of Control.VP, converging onto his position. He's trying to get the shots onto Genesis. It's not going to happen, and Crazy Killer going to come in from behind and clean up towards the end of the round. So 3-4. 4 of the first rounds going towards Legacy after a nice pistol round after coming out from Razcar. But Control.VP striking back with a second bunch of buy rounds and shutting down the counter-terrorist economy as they do force up. No orbs, lacking sorely in utility. We only see 5 flashbangs and 2 smoke grenades. The rest of Control.VP, they've got a lot of Molotovs to work with, a lot of smoke grenades, and Razcar can be boosted immediately up. Genesis has managed to dodge a bullet as he's made his way very close towards the edge of the smoke, pushing his way through. Moku within checkers is going to be flashing deep through, but he's going to be found out. Genesis is not blind anymore. He's going to be jumping away, escapes with his life quite nicely. Raz is still spotting to make sure that Genesis does not come back towards Toxic. If he does, he's going to get his head ripped off, and he does get his head ripped off. So nice pick and boost from the counter-terrorist from Legacy. The communication coming out heavily in the favor. And Crazy Killer, ooh, Scotty Booms, I think he spotted him out, was very unlucky to not land a couple of shots. Now Molotov's coming towards Quad. Garden is still safe, and Sniper is thinking about making his way towards Garden. He is coming towards Garden very slowly as the rest of the terrorists actually spamming through, unable to find him. Scotty Booms gets one. Official Sniper gets one, switches out from the AK, spraying through. Nearly takes out his teammate. Does take that side. Crazy Killer, last man that's standing. Offner from Catwalk is going to clean him up, however. Going to be able to get the trade, so they're going to be striking back immediately with the buy round at 5-3, able to get guns in the hands even though they had poor utility, able to get the picks from some smart positions, and in the end they are able to come out quite nicely. However, Control.VP have built up quite a nice bank. Still, we see 5 AKs and still 5K in nearly 3 of their players, so definitely able to do some more economical damage towards the next 2 rounds and possibly try to snatch a couple of rounds off Leg IC. So Control VP in a strong position as we take a look towards the leaderboard. Unfortunately, I think Hectic has stepped away to munch on something, as we all do
Yes,
know.
indeed. But Watchdog is still here watching Leg IC try and keep their lead here against Control.
Did your mic just cut out?
Did slightly, yeah.
Yeah, that's some poor effort. I would make a copy paste. That is not good. Do not sign me up. Do not sign me up. That's a bad thing right there. Have you seen that? Have you seen the copy paster? The variations of the copy pasters as we see Control VP. They have the initial pick on towards Scotty Boomzer as it was Crazy Killer opening up procedures from Squeaky. Genesis getting the kill onto Moku and Sniper coming in, showing exactly why he was a Div 1 player at one stage. He is, however, shut down by Sar, and mid is completely open as they are storming on towards A side. Raz doing his best to hold, but he's in a poor situation. There's Crazy Killers bust out. Raz does very well to turn it on towards him. Wow, that running AK headshot is able to take down Nikez, and Offner is rotated just in time to take down Sar as well. Jay-Z, the last man that's standing, is waiting for Raz to peek out. He does peek out. Molotov just drops a little bit too short. Offner is able to clean up, so they're able to get a 2-on-4 coming back from nowhere. And able to do a lot of damage towards the terrorist economy. They're able to save a couple of guns, so they're able to drop for their teammates. A bit of a poor buy for Sniper, but Watchdog, take us away.
No, Willie KS. Jay-Z is not currently top fragging. He is 5 kills, 7 deaths at the moment as we see Sar get a nice frag. Sniper there.
He just
Opening up this round for Control. He's done that quite a few rounds this time. Just rushing straight down mid, and he's being punished now for it by the Control side. Crazy Killer in this squeaky angle. We've seen him play this many a time already with a MAC-10. With an AK, though, it's going to be a lot different. Nikez lining up for a smoke that we've seen him throw multiple times onto this A site. Another one comes out along with a flash. Crazy Killer spots one out up on the catwalk, gets some shots out, but actually misses. Doesn't realize there's one close, and Razkar gets the shots. Oh no, players didn't spot it out there, but Nikez is able to finally do some damage along with Jay-Z taking out Scotty B, and the bomb's actually on its way to the B side right now.
Yeah, up to Offner to hold this, gets a nice headshot into Jay-Z, but Genesis is more than happy just to trade it out. So Moku, the last one that's standing, the foot fetish man, charging directly towards Heaven at this stage. It looks like he's decided to go towards CT. There is smoke, but smoke is nothing towards any player who believes they should get the initiative, but Genesis gets the initiative first, takes out APOC, or Moku should I say, as they are the one and only same. And like I say, forced into a poor money situation. They've just been unable to stack up the money consecutively, just being broken consistently by Control VP, who do not lose many of their guns in their crucial rounds. And we see a 5-7 and P254 stop coming out from Leg IC. The rest of Control VP still with AKs. No AWP being picked up as Genesis gets a bit aggressive towards B side, but not happy to push in any further. Jay-Z's been boosted up on T-Red towards mid. Razkar's just spotting towards Squeaky to see if he can get any kills. He's pushing in. Crazy Killer's watching the line and just rips off Raz's head. So from teammate to ex-teammate, Raz is able to be revenged, however, by Sniper, who comes in. Sniper with a 5-7 gets the second kill. Genesis, however, on B side will pick off Offnu. As the rest of Control VP coming towards the B side, Moku has that deep smoke grenade, uses it. I think he spotted the feet of one of the terrorists who was jumping across, but that smoke has gone a little bit too deep, and Jay-Z more than happy just to peek across and see if he can find an opening. Scotty Booms are coming in from behind, but he has to break the vent to make some noise. If he does, the terrorist knows where he is. And the vents are being broken, so yeah, Genesis is going to be on towards him. 2-on-3. Official Sniper still spamming through to try to find something with a 5-7. Unable to do so. Moku does have an AK to use, and he spotted out Genesis, but Genesis once again wins the one-on-one aim deal, and Sniper the last man left standing. Genesis trying to win the aim fight, unable to do so, is going to fall down. Sniper still untagged and still trying to find a gun. Does manage to find the AK, making as much noise as possible with that 5-7 to deter the terrorists from chasing. The terrorists have not chased. Sniper's been able to run away towards safety. He should be able to save that AK very nicely, as he's going to hide within the default position for any counter-terrorist who is going to try and save, which is going to be Squeaky. He's going to save it quite quite easily as well, as the bomb plant explodes. But Control.VP, I mean, 5 rounds on the T side, looking quite good. Counter-terrorist should have just enough cash to force up with that AK on Sniper's hands. He's got a full set of utility in the kit. The rest of the players, they don't have the same luxury, unfortunately. Only Moku getting a smoke and 2 flashes. The rest of them, I mean, decoy grenades. Maybe you can fake out one of the players who are a bit twitchy.
It's very lacking in utility, the Legacy side at the moment, and getting that forced in now and stopping Control from being able to equalise is what they needed, and that frag from Raz is a great way to start it off. Genesis gets a nice frag on the off-new though. Jay-Z taking out Sniper as he pushes through this mid-garage area again. We've seen him put so much aggression, but Raz in a great position. Don't think Crazy saw him boost, but Scotty actually does the damage he needs to there, and Raz will jump down. Didn't even need to get a kill from the boost up there.
Yeah, so Moku, you became a little bit robot-y there, Watchdog. Are you Hectic's twin? Yep, I found you out.
We were created from the same production line, so
the division.
I will be back.
The division product line. You were divided at. No, okay. Let's not go into biology, as the bomb plant does manage to make the way towards B site. So things that we should not be talking about starting with B is B site take as well as biology. Now, all the other terrorists have cleaned up. It's only SAR, the last man that's standing. The defuse is going through. Oh no, SAR's missed the spray. Moku's gone on to the defuse. Able to take it out towards the end, but Moku manages to snap back, taps it, needs to wait. What is he looking? He's just given up. He's just looking in the middle of the bomb site instead. I think he realized there's nothing he can do. He didn't have time, didn't have the kit. And Control.VP, I mean, looking very strong. Crazy Killer, his bank does not look very strong. He has to buy Mac-10 Nikez, forcing up to the last of the 900 in his pocket. A full eco coming out from the... Okay, not a full eco, just pistols being bought up from the majority of Leg IC, but the scores being equalized on cache is not going to be good for Leg IC to be coming towards the T side. They're going to have to rely on some impressive plays for some of their players, and unfortunately, we've just been unable to see it. I mean, Razcard really the pick so far. They do push into A side. Crazy Killer actually sitting inside the smoke with the Mac-10. Now coming across. Now Moku spots him out, but Crazy Killer gets the kill. Now coming across towards the boost itself to possibly pick up the pistol. He is waiting for another player to push in. He spots out Razcar. Oh, nice flashbang. Allows Raz to take him out towards the end eventually. But this means that Control.VP will just go towards B site. Official Sniper is slowly walking in just to make sure that no terrorists can catch him by surprise. The rest of the players now slowly walking in. Genesis's feet are spotted out, so I think maybe Sniper spotting and channeling a little bit of Moku in that situation. But the terrorists should still be able to roll towards the B site. Often trying to spam through the smoke. He's able to tag one of the players low. Scotty Booms are coming in with the Deagles, unable to land anything more, unfortunately. And the bomb plant should be going down towards B very shortly, and should be a regulation hold from the rest of the players of Control.VP. Raz coming through with the Mac-10 spraying and doing his best to try to take out a player. Jay-Z able to take down off-noob, and Scotty Booms are coming up. Oh my god, Scotty! Booms has got the one dig through 2 people, and he's got the double SAR though, is able to clean up onto Sniper and Razcar. He's able to get the trades effectively, and Scotty unfortunately does well to get the 1B 2 people. Unable to get any more, unfortunately, afterwards. So, Control.VP in the lead, arguably, I would say winning the round, finally an AWP coming out for the counter-terrorists. Moku has to buy the UMP. Stock standard plays from Legacy at the stage. They've just been losing mid. Possibly need to orientate that AWP towards mid, but it doesn't look like they're just giving up mid control at this stage. Just going to try and take aggressive B site. It's worked as they found out Genesis very easily. And they're just going to fall back in unison. Razcar with the AWP, able to tag Nikez through the wall, does a heavy chunk of damage. Now watching towards Squeaky. But some counter flashes from his teammate towards Truck. I think it was Boomster ready to back his teammate up. Now Razcar slowly peeking towards A main once again. And looks like Crazy Killer just tagged, I think, either once or twice by Scotty Booms' bullets. But Control.VP, Nikez faking towards the A side. Oh, nice AK headshot from Squeaky. So Crazy Killer more than happy to hold the line and able to get the kill. Sniper now pushing through mid, however, is watching the T-Con line. I think he knows one of them is rotating across. Off new. Razkar peeking in. Unfortunately, unable to find anything. Nickes should be found out by Sniper, and he does get a very easy headshot. Off new. Oh my god, gets his head ripped off by Jay-Z. Jay-Z just absolutely on fire at this stage, just running from B-side, getting the headshot. And Saar going to be cleaning up. So even though they were able to get the initial pick, I mean, Control.VP just strolling in, just cleaning up willy-nilly. Or should I say, channeling the spirit of Willy KS. That should be the lines now at this stage. And, I mean, towards the final round, the half, a full buy for Control.VP. Legacy with just 4 for Masters and an M4. Sniper actually has no utility, just to hold mid. And he peeks out once, but he can't peek out again. He needs to he needs a teammate to help him. Boomster is more than happy to help him out, and he does get the first pick finally. So the counter-terrorists finally have the team, the man lead. They've also taken out Genesis towards B site with off news for Mars. Nick is now picking towards mid, has spot out Sniper. I'm not sure if Sniper has spot out Nickes, but they know one has been boosted. The bomb is still down towards mid garage. Sniper does get a good headshot towards Nickes, so Nickes peeking out too many times. Throws the smoke grenade, is caught out, taken out very easily. Now the rest of Legacy more than willing to try and spread around and just try to get the hunt going to shut down any opportunities for the terrorists to attack through. Sniper try. Ooh, nice shot from Sniper. I think he spotted... Did he spot the leg of Crazy Killer? I'm not sure. Regardless, Control.VP are sneaking their way towards B-side, but Offnu is just going to line them up and take them out. And Offnu spot out both. Gets one, transfers a spray. Easy round for Legacy after they get the first bunch of picks. And in the end, they're able to equalize it slightly towards the end, but 5 rounds in a row for Control.VP towards that middle part. They've been able to string 8 rounds on the T side. A lot of work for Legacy to do to make their way back into the game. As I drink a bunch of water.
I've been
oh, you're back, Hectic.
Sitting in the background, not quite.
Hectic does return.
I am surprised and quite happy with Control at the moment. Doing an amazing job.
You
on
kind
this.
of, yeah, you were cutting out there. I think you need to move a bit.
I am very like.
Oh, there we
very
go.
happy.
And the mic needs to go down.
With Control.
Genesis goes huge. Like Genesis has been huge the entire game.
Oh, someone said Genesis is going off in the chat before, and he is indeed. I mean, Control.VP taking a lot more rounds on Legacy teams they've versed in this competition today than I guess expected of them.
I think it's just Control.VP just, oh my goodness, Genesis just ripping heads off at this stage. 3 headshots that round, just unstoppable. But yeah, I think with Keish, Control.VP clearly come in practice on their T-side take, even with their subs. They set up a very easy default for their subs to actually play, as opposed to, I'd say, Inferno holding, where crossfires are, you need a lot more teamwork to set up the crossfire. So once the guns come out for Legacy, I would like to see how the holds come out, as it could be easily exploited. Raz actually just in the edge of the smoke, just standing right in the middle. He doesn't care that if the smoke fades. He's able to make his way to the other side. There is a bit of fire coming out towards mid, as Scotty Boomzer has made his way out towards close vent. Ooh, instant tag from Moku. Scotty Boomzer as well, following on towards Saar. And this may be the opening that Legacy need to enter towards either side. But we see Jay-Z and Genesis on the hunt. They're going to hunt down Sniper quite easily. Crazy Killer, so low, is found out very easily. So a 2-on-4 retake. All the A-side players have died a tragic death. Off new with the UMP, but gets the first dinky edge. Genesis, however, tagged down to 28 HP. Looks like they're going to have to save the P90s. So, Legacy just coming back with the P250s, just landing the headshots that were needed and able to pull it back. So, 8-9, forcing possibly the counter-terrorists to either a force buy or an eco. They'll be able to put some money in the banks as well. Guys, you guys were here and then they're gone.
I do apologise. I'm just sort of a bit taken back by Control just dominating at the moment, and we will see Legacy be able to take 8-9, but still need another round here to be able to equalise, and it's going to be a bit of a forced buy if they do invest into this round for both sides. I feel it is definitely the right choice for Legacy wanting to come up to that equaliser, and it's the right choice here also by Control with the P90s on Jay-Z and Genesis, with P250s on Nikes and Saar. I'm not sure how I feel about that, though. I feel the force buy should have been a bit more around the board, even if it's just a bit more than only those two weapons. We do hear that P90 being discharged. Genesis takes a lot of damage, down to 41 HP already.
So one. Ooh, wow.
Moku catching out Crazy Killer, jumping around the corner. The jumping AKs today in this ODC have just been insane, and gets another one onto Nikaz in highway there. Jay-Z ripping Moku to pieces with the P90, collects the AK for his troubles.
Genesis has no grenade to hold. This is the rest of them. We're thinking about pushing onto the B side. Jay-Z has spotted them coming across, but they're just going to double boost and break out towards mid. Possibly come out towards A. Mid event's been busted, so to speak. Now, Buster is not there, unfortunately, so that would have been more appropriate, but Saar has spotted out 2 coming across. Oh, Raz turns his back just at the wrong time. Genesis is found out by Sniper. It is going to be a best of 1. A big shout out towards Hoods, just doing a lot of work, keeping everyone updated and just making sure the bracket is well managed. So a big shout out to all the admins at Dismay. Even with the server update, things have been quite smooth.
Oh,
Jay-Z, last man standing. Gets killed.
We do have an update. Lucid 116 to 1 versus Brimstone on Mirage.
Well, a bit of a revenge. The CG match. Did not expect that, but if I was casting that, I might have called that a clown fiesta.
Indeed, it seems like it may have been that way, and that means that we will see the bracket. Let me pull this up and
just
get
quickly
the
interject
correct.
as well. I
Indeed.
feel like the T side is going to heavily favour Leg IC purely because
You are cutting
not
out
having-
again,
Cut out. Just switch
Alright.
it to push to talk, so you can talk whenever and shove your mic
Yeah.
really close.
You can be up inside your mic.
Just get close and personal. Really learn to embrace, just as Leg IC are about to embrace the A side.
But you can see Control Volpre are definitely embracing each other. Nikaz and Crazy having a nice moment of embrace here while Jay-Z watches on.
It's the one and original bromance. I would argue Nikez and
All right.
us. So
Am I working?
You are working indeed now.
Okay.
You're working.
So-
You're working.
I feel like
fixed Hectic.
the T side is definitely going to favour Leg IC purely for the fact that not having their full lineup, obviously they're relying a decent amount on the frag capabilities from either side. They're relying on getting the entry picks or at least getting those trades, and it's a lot easier to do on the T side in my opinion. Counter-terror side, obviously you can get smoked and molotoved off. Of course, vice versa, but it's interesting to see Control just 5-man save these pistols here. 1 deagle on a player, and they're 5-man saving.
So we will see a little bit of damage coming out there. But it looks like it is going to be a clean round here for Leg IC. And just a quick update, it will be Winter Wolves versus Lucid now in Losers Round 4. And the winner of this match here, Control.VP versus Legacy, will go on to verse Infernum in round 4 of the lower bracket. So, very interesting matchup, the Winter Wolves versus Lucid, and definitely a very important match for both teams to stay alive in the losers bracket of this tournament.
I just have to say, Watchdog, I'm feeling a little bit triggered by your usage of the word interesting at this stage.
Oh, do you find my use of the word interesting mildly interesting?
No, I'm just triggered.
You're just triggered?
I'm taking the copyright on the phrase "very interesting," and I'll take you to court. In fact,
You're
anyone on
gonna
YouTube,
trademark it.
Yep, I'm just gonna do what the Fine Brothers did. It's pretty easy. As Sniper just casually walking on the site, but Jay-Z a little bit too sharp. But it's gonna be a fake towards A side, as there is spammage coming through with some of the A4s. I think it was the A4 or the AK. Couple of Molotovs towards Quad and Garden, as Nick is able to find the head of Boomser very easily.
Now, Willie KS, in the technical sets, yes, Jay-Z is indeed top fragging. He does have the most kills on his team. In the technical leaderboard sense, though, he is not top of the leaderboard, as Saar is above him with 3 more points. So,
Do you guys want to hit something
Unfortunately.
interesting?
indeed.
So it's thought-provoking that you're going to copyright interesting. And it's even more stimulating that you are indeed Wow, what a shot there from Razkar. I was going to say, it is
Nice
stimulating
delayed
watching this
casting.
game. I know, right?
Indeed, I was about to say, I see that you got the word of the day toilet paper that I sent to you, Hector.
Oh, wow. I'm hurt.
Well, he needs it because he's full of.
Anyway, watching Genesis go for this 1v2, it is quite compelling, as is trying to spam Razkar through that back box on the B site. He has just decided to save that M4. It is a smart play. He does not have head armor as well, so it's captivating at the fact that he runs towards the squeaky area, the terrorist. He is, in fact, going to run into the counter-terrorist and stop him from saving that AK, so quite a provocative play there. I mean,
Are you just using a thesaurus at this stage? Thesaurus.
mate,
I can't English.
my brain is a thesaurus. I can't English either. Don't worry. Anyway,
Well, regardless, I mean, like I said, they've got a nice bank rolling for them now.
would you say it's interesting, their economy?
No, I'd just say it's good. It's better than Greece's economy, but then again, that's not really an apt description as Moku opens up the action with a headshot on towards Jay-Z. Nearly gets a second, but off New goes. I want some action as well. Nikes trying his best rendition of the new Batman vs Superman movie. Does try to take down Moku. It doesn't work out quite as well as planned. And Official Sniper is just going to clean up the rest of the counter-terrorist players. So now Legacy, nicely coming back. I mean, 5 rounds, Control.VP. Now they're in trouble. We see Buster whipping, or Crazy Killer, should I say, whipping out the AWP. He's just going to be inspecting that Bowie knife of his. But the rest of Legacy now going towards A side. Did the robot's programming break down?
I believe the Hectic may be offline, but
No,
the Watchdog
I'm
programming
here.
is... No, we are 100% operational at the moment as we see the A push come in. Moku gets a nice frag going in. Crazy Killer shuts him down. Sar also takes out Scotty B, but Ofnu does respond with a nice shot on Sar. Nikes and Crazy taking another 2 out. It's all up to Sniper now.
Let's see if we
A
can
very
indeed
nice-
snipe some heads. Ooh,
A
but
very nice round here by Control, and that nade. And that nade, not doing as much damage as the first one. We've got Nikes very low, very close, goes down very easily to Sniper. But Crazy Killer
he had the
on
right
that truck.
idea there. Sniper, he did pre-fire that angle towards the truck area, and he wasn't
He didn't
able to get the
pre-fire.
right angle. Yeah, he did.
Did he pre-fire?
He was going to pre-fire, I should have said. He did line up for it, but
Bit unfortunate. They're still
I feel
able
like
to
he
buy
could
up,
have hit
however.
that, but either way, it was a nice attempt from him.
The rounds that they've won in a row are going to enable them to buy, and the utility use that they're still able to purchase as well is really going to help them get onto the site and win these few extra rounds that they need to really cement their lead here. 12-10, it's still very close and very easy for Control to get the equalizer and start coming away with the lead if they can. But I feel if Legacy can get to at least 13, they should ensure themselves victory at least. But Genesis looking like he wants to shut them down. Scotty B takes out Sar. Okay refrag, would have been better if it was the man himself, Genesis, but being tagged down to 17 with Crazy Killer on 17 HP as well, it's definitely favouring Legacy at the moment.
Yeah, Sniper did not manage to get the pick towards Crazy Killer, is able to find Nikes. Scotty Boomster, though, on the B side, able to do a lot of damage, taking down both B side players. One boosted towards Vent. Now, I think it was Jay-Z on the site. And Genesis...
It was indeed.
Genesis is now slowly peeking towards CT, and Crazy Killer needs to come in from mid. Nice swivel, unable to get the quick snap on towards Sniper as Sniper cleans him up. Genesis the last one they're standing once again, and the terrorists may be very anticipating the hunt, I guess?
See, that round came down to the remaining 2 players being at so low HP. When this peak comes in Z, luckily it's not going to because Genesis knows he should go down. They're both so low that there was no chance for a retake there. If it had been any other 2 players remaining on Control's side, the retake should have gone through. They would have been able to get that either possible 1 or 2 exit frags, but we will now see Genesis need to try and save this M4 flash kit and armor. We'll have a chance possibly if Sniper pushes in. Oh, the shot coming out and then the server actually is like, oh, you're not getting this kill, and we're into the next round here. 13-10, round 24. Legacy lead at the moment.
They're just able to get the crucial entry frags, and there's no trades or repercussions happening from the rest of the players of Control.VP. Scotty Booms is still in that mid position. Once again, he just peeked out. He just peeked out, and he wasn't even tagged. He just walked out. Okay, that's cool. Brad's car, he's getting chased down by James. He's just sprinting at him. Unfortunately, unable to do any more. Scotty B now coming across, getting 2 headshots. And Saw the last man that's standing with the M4. He should be able to pick up 1 kill on Scotty B, as he does very easily, but now his position is known, has to duck and weave behind many terrorists who are hunting them very actively. And it was actually Winterwolves who actually took them down 16-5 on this map, so Sniper is able to clean up, so Control.VP, you know, 2 rounds away from losing this. Legacy 2 rounds away from winning, and going to be facing off against Infernum next. And a 4 spy coming out from Control.VP, but Hectic, take us away.
I've been seeing utility use come out from either side brilliantly at the moment. They're doing like, you know, 50 to 100 damage with pre-nades. Often who gets a lovely shot into JZ towards that B site area. We have 1T in A main. He does get flashed through Nickez, but is not able to get that frag as Scotty B takes him out with a Glock. Sniper to take out Genesis on the site, and that's the A site completely open. We've got 2 counter-terrorists towards the B area, and it looks like they're in trouble as Saar does get spotted, and we see he goes down right after Crazy Killer did. And a clean sweep there for Legacy, taking match point, and quite frankly, with the economy they have, even if they lose the next 4 rounds, they're still going to be able to buy. Like,
I mean, I just want to quickly comment, Burkle. I do believe that it was Cache that Winterwolves beat Legacy on, and it seems that whatever they were doing when they versed Winterwolves, they've either rectified here or it did come down to simply, I guess, Winterwolves being a much stronger team today. Because we see them here, they're looking rather strong, especially in comeback mode on Cache. And they, I guess, struggled on it earlier against Winterwolves, going, I believe it was a very, very bad 16-5. Yep. I mean, we do not see that. Yeah, 16-5, and we see them now 15-10 against Control, a team that's done quite well during the tournament, and Moku trying to get a bit of a spray down here on the JZ for the match, and that is game. So we will now see, I believe, yep, Legacy will go through to versus Infernum in losers round 4. I'm definitely going to say that they are a shoo-in for the winner of the losers bracket. The only contention that they are going to have is they are going to, I'm pretty sure, have to verse Winterwolves again. Because Winterwolves are now versing Lucid, and if they go through to round 5, they'll verse the winner of Infernum versus Legacy. And if Legacy win, they are going to have a very uphill battle against the team that earlier today was able to go 16-5 against them. They've seemed to correct the mistakes on the map, if it was the map that was causing the issues, but if it came down to the team, one, you know, has got to wonder how are they going to do later today if they have to face Winterwolves again.
Well, if it goes into Cache again, it'll be quite funny, but I don't think Cache will be.
I feel the veto now will definitely involve them banning that map, possibly banning that first over anything else. Just if it comes down to it was the map that is caused the 16-5 performance, removing the map is, quite frankly, the only course of action, because if they have another repeat of that, it's going to be interesting to see how and why Winterwolves were able to 16-5 Legacy earlier today.
Wow, this CG thread has exploded. There's been 80 responses in the last hour.
I
gotta catch up with drama. I'm not casting the next one, man. You guys cast. I did my work. I need drama.
We will actually have a short break until the Frenetic Array Trident Esports versus Frenetic Array. So we will throw some music on for you while we wait for the server details.
Indeed.